I've been getting a lot of comment from South Africans. I don't even know what to say to these people. Since I made these videos to address the xenophobic attacks in South Africa, there are people who have been in my comment section crying. I don't even know what to say. If you're going to be xenophobic, at least be xenophobic with your full chest. Some of you always say, what about your Boko Haram? At least Boko Haram are Boko Haraming with their full chest. You guys can't even do it with your full chest. You're saying, no, it's not the immigrant, it's the illegal immigrant, it's undocumented immigrant. Yeah, that's your excuse you want to use. That is the word you guys like to throw in there to make your actions look sensible, to downplay the barbaric nature of you people's behavior. You are telling me it's about documented versus undocumented. Primary schools, you guys went to go and attack little children. Because what do you call that? That's an attack. You went to primary schools where little children that don't even understand anything. You guys, adults, went to primary schools where little children that don't even understand what's going on are. Are you telling me you are looking for the legal versus illegal? So when you went to those schools and we saw those children coming out of school scared because adults chose to behave like, I don't know what to call it. You guys are the Boko Haram of Africa. If you don't know, you know it now. When you went to those schools, you expected those little children to prove to you if they are legal or not. Is that what you're trying to say? You telling me you went to those schools to go and check from these children to tell you if they are legally in your country or not? Your people who have seen their videos where they say they hate foreigners. What are you guys saying? Be evil with your full chest. You want to be evil. And according to you guys, foreigners are your fellow black Africans. Easy target. I'm waiting for your Jacinta to go and drag any white person out of South Africa. I'm waiting for her to go to Orania to go and kick white people out of South Africa. Why do you guys only go for the African nations? To the poor people living in your community, and the white people get to walk around for free, and you're saying it's no hatred of your fellow African person. Now they come my comment section, they write comment. Think about what you're saying. I'm asking you again, those little children you guys frighten the daylight out of, you expected those little children to prove to you if they are legal or not in South Africa. Is that what you guys are trying to make us understand? When I just say with the shayo lacuna, one of the cry inside my comment section. I want to address some kind of stupid comments that I have seen of Nigerians. Let me speak for Nigerians that I see in the comment section. Be like, hey, don't blame all this them Jacinta. They are just protecting their country. Yeah, it's left for us to go and fix our country. Let's go. Do you guys understand what we're even talking about? Migration is not necessary because your country is not fixed. Even if your country is fixed, you can still want to migrate. White people in South Africa, why is nobody telling them to go back to go and fix their country? Elon Musk was South African, but he's living in America. Is anybody telling him to go to South Africa to go and fix South Africa? What are we talking about? The Chinese were saying in Nigeria, are you telling them to go and fix their country? But we respect the fact that they saw potentials in Nigeria and they are in Nigeria to, do whatever business they want to do. Well, nobody is telling the Chinese to go back and fix their country. Can you not understand that migration is not necessary because your country is not fixed? Chinese people in the UK, there are British people, people from the Netherlands, people from going to Japan to go live. Is it because the UK they have to go back and fix their country? Why are we not telling MTN to go back and fix their country? MTN can come and establish in Nigeria, right? ShopRite can come and establish in Nigeria. Nobody told them to go back and fix their country. Do we know what migration is? There is that human desire to want to move. I have a child, she just graduated this year in Europe with European citizenship. She's already saying she wants to move to Asia. It's not because she's not in a nice country. It is a choice. People have a choice or desire to see the world or be somewhere else. So some people be like, hey, don't blame them, they're actually right. We should go and fix our country. No matter how fixed your countries are. Trevor Noah is South African, but he's not living in South Africa. Who is telling him to go and fix his country? He chose to move somewhere else. People don't realize that it's classism, hatred of your fellow black African. The white people in South Africa, why are they not telling them to go and fix their country? It's their fellow Africans that they are telling to go and fix their countries. Think about it now. There are white people in South Africa. When I say there's classism in it as well, because there are some other black Africans in South Africa that are up there, that their hand no finish there. They're only attacking the poor Africans that are sharing ghettos with them. They can't try that with the Africans that are in South Africa, that are living in posh neighborhoods, that are doing very well with their lives. They do it for the poor Africans that are, among them. So all that statement that is true, let's go and fix it. It doesn't work like that. No matter how beautiful your country is, there is that natural desire for people to want to move around. South Africans and people like Jacinta, they complain about immigrants in their country. And they say they are taking their jobs, they are taking their this, they are taking their that. And then you look at South Africa, and the white population in South Africa, they're about 7%. They are only about 7% of the population. And yet, over 70% of the land are owned by the white South Africans, and yet they say that their fellow Africans are the ones occupying their country. They are the ones taking over their country. They are the ones, taking, that is, and they see the Africans as their problem. How do you explain how the white people that make up only 7% own over 70% of the land? Now, this is Jacinta gets sense. I've not seen the Jacinta attack any white person or speak about the white people. In their own country, there's a place called, is it Oronia? I will put it on the screen, where is 100% in South Africa, 100% white people. Black people are not allowed. Jacinta is not allowed there. In her own country. Yet she's fighting Africans that are staying in the ghettos. Can you imagine that? And some people say, and some people think she gets sense.
I love life here. I can't explain it. I love life in Nigeria. Even when the road no straight, even when the sun too harsh, and the nights they keep us awake. There's laughter in the chaos, music in the noise. Every stranger feel like family. Every pain still get it.
I see comments from South Africans telling me that, oh, they don't travel out of their country, they stay in their country because they love their country. And I asked them, Elon Musk who called and left the country. What about Trevor Noah? Oh, they went legally. They went legally. At the end of the day, you're trying to prove that your country is so amazing, your people don't see the need to travel. How come Elon Musk left and never came back? How come Trevor Noah left? It shows you that sometimes people leave their country not because there's a problem, but because they want to go see the world. And for those of you that want to brag that you've never left South Africa, I actually think that's the problem, because a lot of you are so unexposed. You need to go out there and realize what the world is like out there. And let me tell you guys, when you go out and come back, your thinking would change. Because I think now I understand how grown men would come out topless on the streets, showing off their boobs and their nyash and everything. Yes, you guys are well endowed. We know that one. Both your men and women. Nyash, breast, all of that get out. But at the end of the day, all this behavior, there's nothing wrong in wearing your traditional clothes or whatever. But when you act like you are still in the Stone Ages, illegal immigrants, your government should look after it. You shouldn't come on the streets and act so barbarically against your fellow black Africans. That's even the most shameful part, is that you attack only those that look like you, your fellow Africans, your fellow black Africans, and then you bow down to your masters, the white guys and the white women. Isn't that embarrassing? Of course, you're not supposed to go and attack anyone, but to even imagine that you're willing to kiss the ass of the white people and attack the black people is embarrassing. Did you guys hear this one? They said Jacinta, that after her march and march on the 30th and all the other march and march, she has said that every Thursday is going to be march and march. Every Thursday is going to be march and march after they've kicked out immigrants. Oh, the immigrants are stealing their jobs. These immigrants that are stealing their jobs have left. And Jacinta still want to protest they want to march and march every Thursday. Your fellow Africans have left your country. You got all your jobs back. And now, instead of you to stay instead of staying at your new jobs, maybe you say you now got all the jobs back to your people, you are now going to remove them from their workplaces every Thursday to come and march and march. We're not serious at all. So imagine all these people that lost their workers because you guys went there and terrorized them that they should only employ South Africans. They have now employed South Africans. You guys now want to remove their staff every Thursday to go and march. to go and march. These people that employed you guys will regret the day they employed you guys. Just that you want South Africa for only white people and South Africans. Black Africans are not allowed. They have left and you still don't have peace. When are you going to have peace? When are you going to have peace? When are you going? You go march and march until your legs fall off. I never know what they want you now. Hi, Chineke. Person will do now. Person will do now. Don't be better person. They don't take much and much. They swear for now.
Down, short, let's go. Best accommodation in Nigeria. And no down, short, let's go. Comfort, safety, peace of mind.
Let me address another point that these South Africans try to make in my comment section. They make this comment and say, oh, what about Ghana must go? Nigerians kicked Ghanaians out of Nigeria. Go and check history. So let's actually discuss history a tiny bit. In 1969, 1970, Ghanaians legally asked undocumented Nigerians in their country to leave. Properly done. You know, properly done by the government. There was no Zuluizing. There was no Zuluizing of the whole thing. They asked them to leave because they were undocumented. And what happened? Nigerians left. And then in the early 80s, Nigerians deported undocumented Ghanaians in Nigeria, officially by the government. There was no Jacinta needed. There was no Zulu dancing. No Zulu dance involved. Officially, properly, like organized society. Asked them to leave because they were undocumented. Let's talk about history. There were not Nigerians on the streets barbarically attacking Ghanaians. It didn't happen that way. There was no killing, wasting the lives of their fellow Africans. Nothing like that. Properly done, like organized society. He reached Unaton, he thought to Zuluization. Everything in 2026. Why can't your government act like every other government? Officially do stuff. Why do your people have to come on the street and be barbaric? The looting, and can you imagine adults go to a primary school to go and attack little children? Went to hospitals where people were unwell to kick them out of hospitals. And they say you have a government. They're from Nigeria and Ghana. When they wanted to handle the situation of undocumented migrants, they did it like educated, exposed people. Not like this jaga we are seeing in South Africa. It's shameful. You know, when you look at Europeans and other people look at us as Africans, you know, what would they think? Hopefully they can just say, that is South Africa. We know John.
Down, short,